I'm here at JetBlue Park, spring training home of the Boston Red Sox. I'm here on the Green Monster, and I'm going to show you the good, the bad, and the ugly of these Green Monster seats here at JetBlue Park. Stay tuned. I'm going to show you every section, including this middle area here, as well as this rooftop, so that when you're here for spring training, you'll know coming in things to watch out for. I'm section M4, row 1, seat 14, and first of all, sorry about the throat, but a couple cigars, shots of tequila last night. It's a long night, so I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna power through, take one for the team. So yeah, front row here, Green Monster, JetBlue Park. I'm gonna flip this thing around and show you a better view of the things. One thing to think about though is you see, there's a net here. There's no net at Fenway Park. The Green Monster here at JetBlue has two sections. You have the center section here, and then you have the upper rooftop, which I'll show you here in just a few. But you do have a net, so those home run balls are not gonna come through here. You're not gonna catch those balls here, but you're gonna have some pretty cool looks at the field, as you're gonna see right now. All right, I'm in section M4, row 2, seat number 12. And if you're here at JetBlue Park and you've been thinking to yourself, you know what this park really needs is some great girders, beams, and view obstructions so that it feels just like Fenway Park and those grandstand seats, you're in for a treat because you've got it right here, you've got it over there, and over there, and over there. If you're in this row 2 or row 3, you're going to find that there are seats that are directly behind these girders and beams. So think about that as you're taking a look at this area. You know, I know you want to be up here on the Green Monster at JetBlue. It's exciting, it's fun. You're watching on TV during spring training, but I got to tell you, the views have some problems. You have the girders here in this middle section. You also have the netting, so if you think you're going to get a home run ball up here, you're out of luck. The only way you're going to see a home run ball is by going upstairs, which I'll do here in just a minute. I'm in section M7, row 3, seat 12, and you guessed it, more girders. So similar to Fenway Park and the Green Monster seats, if you are in the front row, you're set. You're gonna be able to see down to left field. You can stand up, you can see down the Monster and see those plays in front of you. But if you are in the second row or you're in the third row, you are going to lose a lot of the field of play. So, you know, about probably 5 to 10% of that left field area is going to be obscured, and you're not going to see those plays being made. Yeah, you're up here in the Monster, it's cool, it's a great vibe, it's a great environment, but if you're trying to see the entire field of play, these second row, third row seats are not the place to be. You're going to want to stick strictly with that front row. All right, you've seen row 1, you've seen row 2, you've seen row 3, and you might be wondering, well, what about standing room only? There's standing room only sections here on this main area of the Green Monster, as well as the rooftop. And similar to rows 2 and 3, but really a lot closer to 3, you're gonna find there are entire areas of the park you're not gonna be able to see from standing room only. If the seat's cheap, if there's a chance for you to get in, maybe you count on those lower seats clearing out at some point during the game so you can, maybe sneak down a row or two, you might be in a good spot. But if you're here strictly to try to watch the game, the standing room only section here in the Green Monster JetBlue Park, quite honestly, is not super great. It's actually worse than at Fenway. So here's a quick look at that as well. I'm on an empty rooftop here at JetBlue, here on the Green Monster, and standing room, as you can see behind me, there's a ton of space during these spring training games. I'm gonna come to about halfway here in the middle, right? So got about equidistance here to there. So let's pretend that you're standing room only. It's a sunny afternoon for spring training. I'm up here on the Green Monster. What is this gonna look like right here in the center? The answer is, you're not gonna see a friggin' thing, man. So if you're up here to get a tan, if you're up here to have a few pops, it's probably an okay spot. But if you're gonna be watching a game right here, it's not happening. There, this front row, maybe right behind the bar too, it's gonna be better. I'm gonna show you that here now. So that's the Green Monster here at JetBlue. So what are my thoughts and overall impressions? Quite honestly, there are better places to watch a game, especially when it comes to spring training parks. Generally, the parks are a little bit smaller. They're more intimate. The sightlines are better. They're more personal. So to have areas up here that are standing room only, let's face it, they're going to be maybe spots just for scenery, spots to hang out, like I said earlier, spots to have a pop or two. Maybe not necessarily watch the game, which seems kind of like a waste for me, but hey, that's all right. So I don't know though. Quite honestly, I think there are too many obstructions on that lower level. If I wasn't in the front row of the Green Monster in that center section, I'd probably choose a different spot. Same thing up here on the top level. If I'm in that front row, kind of like the Green Monster at Fenway, you're in a perfect spot. But between the two Green Monsters, whether I'm talking JetBlue Park or Boston there at Fenway Park, Fenway's Green Monster is a lot better. Obviously, it was there first, it's more authentic. They did an interesting job of trying to replicate the feel of these seats in this area up here, but it has a few too many limitations. So you have some pretty awesome views of the practice fields though. I showed you a second ago. So practice fields are all behind you. Quite honestly, I'd go up somewhere. I'm gonna be back here in March. I'm gonna sit somewhere in the shade. I'm from the Pacific Northwest. I burn easy. I don't tan well. But if I was better in the sun, small grass area out there in center, I'd pass on those bleachers. It's hot as hell out there. But plenty of standing room only area out there that actually would have a better view than up here. So I understand if you want to do it. It's a bucket list thing. I get it. Finding seats at the Green Monster and Fenway that are affordable, not realistic. I get it. So this is your chance to experience something like this. I'm not going to disparage it other than to say it's got some limitations. Keep that in mind when you're out here. Otherwise, enjoy your trip here to the Grapefruit League. Enjoy your trip to JetBlue Park or any of the area ballparks around here. Thanks for watching this video. If you thought it was all right, hit subscribe. If you didn't, sorry about it, but thanks for watching anyway. Take it easy. Thanks so much.